EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina, in for the score. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
There you go. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his first look is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 26. Hey, 47. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A second down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Go, get out there. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
26.
Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. So that flag. Will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go, fellas. Four down, set. Ready to eat.
stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Smith, his first carry. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's a give to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Prescott from the gun on third. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before... So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's coming now.
1st down, Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Elliott. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. After the run, Newton going to throw. Funches has it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Newton on 3rd down. But he gets it to Funches complete. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Newton. Steps away to his left. Being chased out left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gano's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A first down throw for Prescott. This is caught by Hearns. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Second down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hearns, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Flex round! Flex round!
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as set sails over the inline. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Prescott on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Hey, 47! Hey, 47!
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch, hey! Here we go, 46! Here we go, 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Newton. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the counter, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Now a handoff looking right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Newton. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Get out, get out.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake here on first down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And we're back now in Charlotte. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. Gun.
Now Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
20.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's it. Ready to eat. Gun.
Now Newton on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Play action. It's Newton. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
20. Hey, get right down.
Off play action. Newton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Austin. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop.
Get out, get out. Swing to the field, right. To the right.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
46.
First down, Prescott forced out to his left. Breaks a tackle. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Power running by Zeke. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
let's finish now. Go, get out there. Woo.
He may try and run for this. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now they try the right side here. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. Greg. That's right now. Watch it, Greg.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
They're not home yet. They still need the two-point conversion to keep their Super Bowl dreams alive. They'll try and run it in, and he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this